Silver Creek, the promise renewed. Silver Creek woke gently beneath the early morning sun, the kind of soft gold light that made the whole town glow. For the first time in months, the air held no fear, no outlaw threats, no whispered danger, no shadows waiting along the ridge. Peace had finally settled, and with it came something even stronger. The future Caleb and Rosalie had promised each other. Caleb Hart stepped out onto the porch of the small cottage he now shared with Rosalie. He still wasn't used to the quiet, no boots thundering at dawn, no urgent knocks, no tension in the air. Just the sight of Rosalie Quinn standing in the doorway behind him, hair loose, sunlight catching like honey in its strands. "You're up early," she teased, handing him a warm cup of coffee. He smiled, pulling her close with an arm around her waist. "Can't sleep when the world feels this good." She rested her head on his shoulder. "Silver Creek hasn't seen peace like this in years. And I haven't seen happiness like this in ever," he murmured. Over the next weeks, Silver Creek blossomed like spring after a harsh winter. Shops reopened. Children played freely along the creek. Even Mayor Quinn, once so stiff and guarded, had begun to soften, especially around Caleb. Everything the town had feared seemed small now, compared to the quiet healing that filled every corner. Rosalie spent her mornings helping the schoolteacher and her afternoons at the small community hall, restoring its broken windows and faded paint. Caleb, watching her from across the street one afternoon, felt something shift inside him. This seeing her rebuild what danger had tried to break was the moment he realized he wasn't just in love. He was home. A month later, Silver Creek revived its long-forgotten Lantern Festival, a tradition abandoned during the years of unrest. Lanterns strung across the streets like little suns. Music drifted from the saloon, and the whole town gathered in a soft glow of celebration. Caleb found Rosalie near the bridge, the lantern light turning her into something ethereal. She looked up when she felt him near. "You cleaned up nicely, Sheriff Hart," she teased. "And you," he whispered, "are the most beautiful thing this town has ever seen." Her cheeks warmed. "You always say the right thing." He shook his head. "No, I say the true thing." They walked to the edge of the creek, where lanterns were set afloat, each carrying a wish or prayer into the night. "What's yours?" Rosalie asked. Caleb didn't hesitate. "I already got mine." She froze, eyes shining in the lantern light. Later, when the crowd drifted back toward town, Caleb guided Rosalie to their place, the ridge, overlooking the water. The moon reflected on the creek like a silver ribbon stretching through eternity. "This is where it all changed for us," she whispered. "This is where everything began," he corrected softly. He took her hands, holding them against his heart. "Rosalie Quinn, months ago I made a promise, beneath this sky, to protect you, to stand by you, to choose you, even when the world tried to tear us apart." His voice trembled. "But today I want to make a new promise." She felt her breath catch. Caleb dropped to one knee. Her hand flew to her mouth. "Marry me," he said, voice thick with emotion. "Not because of what we survived, but because of what I want to build with you, a life, a home, a forever." Tears filled Rosalie's eyes, not of sorrow, but of certainty. "Yes, Caleb," she whispered. 1,000 yeses." He rose, lifting her into his arms as she laughed through tears. The lantern-lit creek shimmered below them, the moon soft and approving. That night, back at their cottage, the world outside seemed to hush like, even the wind paused to honor the moment. Rosalie rested her head on Caleb's chest. "We'll have a wedding here in Silver Creek," she said softly. "And a life no danger can take," he replied. He kissed her hair, holding her close, heart steady and full. Outside their window, a single launched lantern drifted upward, rising higher and higher until it disappeared into the stars. Their promise, their beginning, their forever.
Like and subscribe. Aurora Tale Wild West. God bless.